Well, here we are, folks. Sad times. We're at the end of this series of Doctor Who, and we won't be getting another episode for 6 months. Oh man, my brain is rotted with that meme. If you know, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just gone by like that. I mean, yeah, we've had 8 episodes, and would have loved more, of course, but it is what it is, and it's just one of those occasions where we have the inevitability of the series ending until Christmas. So yeah, but you know, we won't need to wait that long until the next series of Doctor Who. Gone are the days where we've had a 2-year wait and all of that. So yeah, but still, if it were me, I would love Doctor Who every week, but no, that would get a bit too tiring. But no, hello everyone, Liam Caddison here with the finale of Doctor Who Series 14, Season 1, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm excited to get into this, of course. There's a lot at stake with Sutek returning. I hope everyone's done their homework. I did assign it last week, right? So yeah, this is going to come a bit later. I think I did elucidate the fact that this could come later only because I am attending a wedding later today. And, you know, the plan was to get up like a couple of hours ago to react to this, and, you know, it'd be all fine and dandy. This PC decided, you know what, it would be a great time to update shit. Great. Just what I needed. And that took a bit, so yeah, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, I'll just edit it later when I get back, and yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm really excited. This series has been really fantastic. Millie and Ncuti have been really incredible in their, of course, established roles. You got a real good vibe of them at Christmas, but of course the series is where they've been fleshed out and all of that, obviously, over the course of these past 7 episodes. And they've killed it, and I'm excited for more 15, of course, not just for Christmas, but in the next full series, which will probably come around this time next year, really. So I don't, considering they filmed everything already for the next season of Doctor Who, which is insane, I don't see any reason, unless, you know, something happens. I say that, I've just jinxed it, but no, unless something happens, yeah, I can imagine it will be airing this time next year. So, again, we don't need to wait that long, really. So, yeah, but like I said, I'm excited to get into this. I do have a bit of a bad feeling about how things are going to end. Not in terms of, oh, it's going to be a lackluster finale and all of that, but there is this feeling in my stomach that is screaming, if you're expecting a happy ending, then you have not been paying attention, or something like that. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But yeah, before we do get into this, though, I want to drop a special message in regards to a very wonderful friend, because if you go over on Tortured Boy's channel, he has uploaded his final reaction to Doctor Who, to his final reaction ever. And yeah, me and Alex, we started around the same time when it came to, I guess, kickstarting our reacting journey. With Peter Capaldi's first series, of course, 10 years ago. And we've been amazing friends all this time, and he's been a really wonderful, supportive best friend who, you know, we've shared many memories outside of reacting, of course, especially with D&D involved. By the way, go and check out Fandom Reactions Beneath the Mask on her Twitch channel, because oh boy, yes, things have escalated. But yeah, we've shared many great moments, many amazing moments, and I am very proud to call him a wonderful, lovely, and wholesome friend. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going to miss him. Of course, like I said, you can still catch him on D&D and all of that, but yeah, I mean, this is going to be his final reaction, and you know, he's touched. He's made a great impact on a lot of people's lives, mine included. But there's been a lot of people who have fell in love with Alex, and you know, understandably so, because he is a really wonderful person, very creative, very supportive, and yeah, I do wish him all the best. I mean, obviously I might see him tonight and all of that after I'm done editing and all of that, but no, I do wish him all the best, because it's not been easy, but he has done so much, and you know, he's just been really, really amazing. His, of course, reactions have been really wonderful, but just in general, he has been a really, really supportive friend, and someone that I love dearly. So yeah, please go and check out his final reaction. Give him all the support, all the love, because of course this is a big thing. I mean, obviously it's you know, something that he has embraced for some time, but it's still, you know, a really, really big thing, considering the impacts he's made, not just to the community out there, but in terms of, you know, friends and all of that, because, you know, without reactions, I don't know if I would have been friends with Alex. Like I said, we started off around the same time, and yeah, I mean, I am just so grateful to be a really amazing friend of his. So yeah, so go and check out Alex's reaction. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing, maybe emotional, but no, go and check him out, because he's a really, really amazing person. So anywho, with that said, why don't we embrace the Empire of Death? I don't know why I went all Palpatine. Palpatine's not here, it's Sutek. This is Doctor Who, this is Empire of Death. Let's go.
Try to contain that thing.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Open fire! All weapons!
Oh my god. Is that Morris is just... Jeez.
Oh, one day.
I bring Sutek's dust of death.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. No, not the flick, no!
Doctor, are you there?
Sweet
This is me
Prince!
signing off. With thanks and love. And please
No
send this
way.
monster back into hell. No! Because I have to hope.
Rose!
Sing again. There will be birds.
No, where? What the hell? Okay, we gotta reverse this shit. We gotta, like... Rose... Holy shit.
I'm sorry, you tiny little woman. I'm so sorry.
Who is she? No, Cherry, no! And Mrs. Flood. No! Oh my, okay, we gotta undo this shit. We gotta undo this all, right? Cause this is...
We meet again, my old friend.
Oh my god. Really is a titan.
Sutek, the death of ages.
Oh.
The beast. The greatest monster I have ever fought.
Oh, Sarah.
Time does my memories too.
Oh, we're watching Tales of the TARDIS.
He's telling the story of your life.
Come to your infernal machine.
Oh my... Wait, so he's been hiding since Pyramids?
For all this time, riding the spine of your ship, Inside the TARDIS, so many
Way he's twisting it like a toy.
Susan, the perfect trap. I created an apparition of her universally. Every time we landed
That
on
is low.
every single, I am coming to release them into blessed.
Oh my god.
And I find that good.
Is that the thing?
You, Sutek! I damn you in the name of life itself! And I swear to you,
Chills.
Have you ever felt so alive?
Oh wow.
And doesn't it feel good?
Oh nah. Yeah. You provoked him. Oh, can we not ask 14 if he can lend his, TARDIS? Oh, the Sonics out there. Lovely.
Mel, tie that lever down, all those switches down.
I do love this idea of all of these, like, bits and pieces of the TARDIS. Just, yeah.
There's a molecular bond. It's like intelligent rope.
We're literally holding the TARDIS together by a string.
Intelligent glove. That was the first day we met.
Oh.
On scene because it casts a field around it at 66.7 meters exactly.
73 yards.
Glad we're revisiting that. Oh. Because memory TARDIS,
I don't know what
memory...
to do.
The dust of death spreading all over the world.
Just gotta think Martha's dead.
My mother is.
All
It's everyone.
Oh,
No,
Ruby.
but can't you
Nothing
just?
I can do.
No, we have to undo this.
And Skyro.
The Daleks are dead.
Everything is dead.
Yeah. We won, but at what cost? A greater cost.
They must be safe.
No travels.
Oh. That is heartbreaking. You're just so innocent and
The universe
yeah.
stands silent.
Sutek wins.
Death.
I think I called her Brindle.
Brindle.
Brindle D. But I forget.
Shit.
What is this place called?
I don't think I was born here. Then I met my husband.
Everything is
His
just
name
the
was
same in terms of
Tall.
decay and
He was tall. I remember
death.
that. And I forgot.
Oh, that is.
I think she did.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Very tired. Such a nice face.
That is quite sad. Oh, there we go. That is quite sad.
2004, he saw the one thing beyond his comprehension. Your mother.
But who is she?
We don't know. And neither does he. That's the
And it's
context.
something that, the figure is someone that is bugging
She
Sutek.
judges-
She's not this big cosmic thing, is she? Because in that case, what am I?
Ruby, you are absolutely human.
But who is
But the
she? And why
scans
is
at the
she
end of
looking at
episode
you?
1 did not complete, so...
Come here.
Well. No! No!
We've never been able to find her because she never got tested, but 24 says she's got no choice. It is showing us the way.
Mel.
It's showing us the path to your mother. If I could just...
Mel.
Can we find Ruby's mother? Yeah, and what happens if we do?
One question at a time.
Mel, I'm worried about Mel.
We're all getting out of this.
Don't worry about me.
I'm scared.
Find that name.
Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me the Doctor has an inkling. That's why he sent Mel on her way. There we are. It's gonna glitch out. Of course it was. Processing.
Who is she?
Okay, come on.
What does it mean?
Come on. Oh, nah!
She died. Ruby, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, Root. Oh, Mel, should I say?
Sutek, I promise you, I will worship you if you just allow me.
Oh, here we go again, like before.
You have lived for far too long, little Lord of Time.
Oh, no.
Maybe this is for you.
Ruby.
For so long.
Ruby. Oh!
You great big god of nothing.
Holy God! Oh, my God! Oh, no way.
Into the vortex.
Oh, trap! Let's trap Sutek there again. Let's go. Let's go. Walkies! Oh my God! The fact that he's trying to cling to death. Oh no! I love that shot. And there we go. Yes, let's go. Okay, now we... It's so funny because she was wearing something similar to Clara on, you know, Face the Raven. And then she says, clever boy. Run, you clever boy. Mrs. Flood is not beating the Clara allegations here. Oh, hello. Okay, Kate.
Welcome back, the ooze. And there. The planet is
Hey,
called
Scarrow's back! Yay! Oh.
I pride myself that I am better than you. Because if you're dead, then I must represent life.
God of life.
Surely that's what I am.
The Doctor Pantheon.
And that's how you win, Sutek.
Perfect. Oh my God. Not making this same mistake again. Now he's, boom. Vamushed. Dunzoed. Finita. You did the right thing, Doc.
Created life. And he gave you a very good brain. I think Unit can use you.
Anything to help.
Kate, you're forgetting one thing. She's not a kid. I'm kidding. Okay.
My mother.
Yeah. Not the trickster.
Miller, 35 years old, 15 when she gave birth to you.
Records say her step.
How did she stay invisible from a god? She defeated Sutek.
She was important. Because
You
we
just think
she's
about,
important.
like, the most
It's how
important
everything
leaf in
happens,
history.
Every war,
It's,
every religion,
you know,
every love story.
yeah.
We invest things with significance.
I always thought it was called Ruby because social workers chose it.
That was your name? That was your name?
It was her. My own mother chose it.
Church of Ruby Road, the Church of Her. Yeah, I feel like people are not going to be too pleased about the outcome of that, but I like it.
And I just want to say thank you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's you, darling.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, and this hurts because...
Nice.
Timeless child and
There
all
we
that.
start. Proper photos. I printed them off. You wait till you see her at 10 years old.
She dressed up as who? Oh, Ruby, I love you more. Ruby. Ruby.
She never told Will about me, so he doesn't even know I exist.
We're gonna get the...
And... I'm sorry.
This is how they part ways. Oh.
You could call me. They see my dad.
Just watch her dad be someone who's the main villain for season 2 or series 15.
Will I ever see you again?
Of course you will.
I'm just getting Rose flashbacks now.
And now, Ruby Sunday. Goodbye.
This hurts, but it's, you know, it's bittersweet.
Oh, what happens to that mysterious traveler in time and space known as the Doctor?
Why is she all Cruella de
Sorry
Vil?
to say his story ends in absolute terror. Night
Who
night.
are you? Who are you? Who are you? The Doctor will return on Christmas. Are we gonna get it next time? I don't mind that. I didn't mind that. I think some people will be left a bit underwhelmed and all of that. I was certainly not underwhelmed and all of that. Gotta say though, I wasn't expecting to get emotional at a, you know, good departure really. Not like one that ends in death or like being trapped on the parallel world and all of that. But it's a nice change of pace, isn't it? So I'm gonna check out the Christmas trailer if there is one, because 6 months. Well, I need something to feast upon. So yeah. And I kind of have a bit of an idea of what the episode's going to be called. Are we not going to get a next time trailer? No? Are you kidding me? We usually do. Well, this is just sad. See, that's me being sad now. Ah. Oh, that was great though. Like I said, I know some people might be a bit underwhelmed in regards to the identity of Ruby's mother and all of that. People have been making theories and all of that. I even made a little bit of a joke in regards to it's the 11th Doctor who was dropping Ruby off, just because, you know, Matt Smith's on House of the Dragon. Put it up. And there's that hopium. No, I feel like I said, there are going to be people who are going to be like, is that it? And all of that, but yeah. But ooh. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't mind that. May not have been the greatest finales out there. It definitely had me I feel like the first half definitely sold it a lot more than the second half. I don't know, I think it's just with the whole death and decay thing, as well as the first confrontation between the Doctor and Sutek in his, of course, Titanfall. Yeah, it sent me chills, but yeah. I didn't mind that. Like I said, not the greatest of finales. So, yeah. And to be fair, I was kind of expecting Sutek to ultimately win, and then Series 2 could pick up the pieces from there. But, again, it was not too bad, not too shabby of a finale. I really enjoyed my time with that. I mean, like I said, I felt like the first half of things for this episode was more standout. I felt like once we got to the point after the Doctor screamed into the abyss of death, I guess, and all of that, things started to kind of changed a bit, in my opinion. I still liked it. I just felt like the first part was, in my mind, a bit stronger. Especially with the Doctor's confrontation with Sutekh, it was very, very chilling. With Sutekh explaining how he's essentially clung on to the TARDIS since, I did call it, I think, that he been here since the end of Pyramids of Mars, and he was. So the idea that he's here's the thing, the idea that he's clung on to the TARDIS, like, during the Time War, during the Eighth Doctor's adventure, everything, is just insane. It's just insane to think about, isn't it? So, yeah. What was he thinking during that time, eh? But that's it, though. You can look back, like, with him confirming that he's been sticking around with the TARDIS and all of... Yeah. I mean, you just got to think of every story. Oh, Journey into the Center of the TARDIS. That would have been interesting to explore, in a sense, with Sutekh being involved, right? Just everything. Just trying to think of, like... Yeah, Sutekh nearly died as well, like Journey's End. Yeah, when the Daleks tried to destroy the TARDIS, but thankfully the Meta Crisis, of course, yeah. You just think of everything, right? So, it was a really, really fun revelation, because it was something that I did contemplate prior, because that it was insinuated. Because I even said, it's like, people assume that the TARDIS has been acting funny since Wild Blue Yonder, but it goes beyond that. The TARDIS was acting off in flux, and even though that kind of didn't get answered, it kind of did in a sense. If, the idea is that Sutekh has been around since half of classical Who, basically. And with the TARDIS groaning and wheezing since Wild Blue Yonder, added with how it was sick in flux. Yeah. So, yeah. But I really, really... I really enjoyed going... Like, even when the Doctor was on that world with that woman, the revelation that the baby was dead was just, heartbreaking. And how she was just trying to find her memory again, and, it was a really, really heartbreaking scene. So... I did think for a moment that they were going to play on some kind of, like, I don't know, like when, the Doctor was asking certain questions in regards to the identity, but I think it was more so just a test of memory, really, because memory was decaying, really. So, before, that woman, so... But, I mean, the start was really, really crazy. We didn't pull any kind of punches whatsoever. Kate, Rose, everyone just, And then my mind was thinking beyond that, because it's like, what? Just imagine 14 right now, just chilling, and then he's like, well, shit. So, because 14's there somewhere in retirement, and he's just died. So... Same with Donna as well. But you just think of everyone out, because obviously everything in existence came to a crashing halt. I even loved that little mention about the Daleks are dead. They are actually done. But at what? At a greater cost, of course. So, yeah. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun but tantalizing. But I did feel like when the Doctor was lamenting about everything that he has touched has turned to decay and all of that. I felt like that was probably Ncuti's best scene so far. I don't know. There's just something that hits so hard with him resonating about how he's visited all of these worlds and all of that, and Sutekh's finally won. The Earth getting destroyed. And remembering all the times Earth has basically been on the brink of death, really, and now here we are with the god of death. So, but those like first 10 minutes were wild because of the fact that I mean, they pulled no punches. Well, the first 20 minutes were wild, should I say. So, and then obviously with Mel being possessed. It is so funny though, because I did see rumors, or I did see theories, should I say, that this was actually the Rani posing as kind of like Time and the Rani, yeah. So, but this was actually the Rani because, you know, everyone, including me, we are like so hopeful that the Rani is going to come back one day. One day. Hey, Mrs. Flood could still be the Rani for all. There was some very interesting dialogue there that she came out with. So yeah, and then of course that ending, of course, very ominous, but yeah. But I mean, she's like, here's the thing, she must be a Pantheon herself. A member of the Pantheon. Is she low-key potentially god of stories? I mean, she wouldn't necessarily be low-key. I mean, she has alluded to what awaits the Doctor and all of that, and she's like, well, the story of Ruby Road has come to an end. So she could be Metatron. I mean, I've just watched Supernatural season. I've just finished Supernatural season 8. You can check it out on my Patreon if you want. But yeah, you're just thinking back to that. But like with her dialogue at the end and all of that, I'm thinking, well, maybe she's a member of the Pantheon herself, with the fourth wall breaking, with, you know, the message about like the story of Ruby Road has come to an end. Something devastating awaits the Doctor. I'm thinking she could be a Pantheon herself. So, plus there is that kind of fourth wall break without making a fourth wall break, if that makes sense. Basically, so there was this funny thing that Doctor Who just Twitter made, and I was like, "Bestie, what's going on here?" There was this thing where, like, I think there was this user thinking, are we going to get answers on this? Are we going to get answers on that? And then Doctor Who posted the clip from, a scene with Mrs. Flood from last week, where it's like, would you, sweetheart? Well, we don't like things that aren't going to happen. That can kind of be a fourth wall break in itself, because even though it might not necessarily be deliberately a fourth wall break, because I say this because of, you know, certain revelations that are made in this episode, like Ruby's mom, for example. Fans, and I include myself here, we kind of have the habit of thinking, this person is this person, this thing is that thing. Like, for example, we all thought that the Trickster would potentially be the one to drop Ruby off. Well, we necessarily, not all of us, but there have been some connections between Skye and Ruby. Skye from the Sarah Jane Adventures, and how, obviously, sadly, with Elizabeth Sladen's passing, we never got the conclusion of Series 5 for Sarah Jane Adventures. But, of course, it was revealed that Skye was created by the Trickster and was all part of a trap against Sarah Jane. So, and there were some people thinking, is Russell gonna kind of finish that story in a sense? Because he never, sadly, like I said with Elizabeth, he never got that chance. So, yeah. So, yeah. But that's it though. Like, we all want to kind of theorize what could happen, just based on, you know, this, that, and this. So, and sometimes, like I said, I imagine there might be some people that might be underwhelmed with the revelation of who Ruby's mother is, because ordinary, she's just some ordinary woman who lived a normal life, etc., I guess. So no Time Lord shenanigans, no, multiverse involved, just ordinary. So, and again, like I said, there might be people who might be a tad bit disappointed, sure. But, it doesn't necessarily make it bad and all of that. But, of course, there are going to be some people who are just going to be completely deflated and just rolling their eyes at all of that at certain revelations. So, I didn't mind it. Especially because it does give Ruby that closure, and I guess a reasoning as well to depart, because I knew coming into next season, I guess, I knew that, Millie's not going to be as involved, but she's still going to be there. So it's kind of like what they did with Martha at the end of Series 3, albeit a lot more emotional. So where she voluntarily leaves, and all of that, and she'll come back for a couple of episodes next series. So, but again, it gives Ruby a reason to depart, because her mother's and her dad's apparently on the way in before her dad. This is what I'm talking about here. Her dad is someone nefarious, right? Right? The Master. No. That's what I'm talking about, though. Her dad could be ordinary, but I could already see some people making theories about the fact that her dad could be this or that. So, yeah, but that's what I'm talking about with Mrs. Flood. Like, that fourth wall break might not be deliberately a fourth wall break, but it can be a fourth wall break in terms of people's expectations and all of that. And obviously, it can be a complete 180, where it might not be it might not necessarily be what they imagined. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't necessarily mind the resolution. It's a kind of a make sure that he does not do this shtick again to Sutek. But it's not just that, though. I tend to usually see Russell's the way that Russell defeats the big bad. I tend to see that as a way for the Doctor to, I guess, easily win. Like take the master, take how the Doctor defeated the Master, for example, and he, as a lot of people call, say, because I've seen this comment quite a few times. The Doctor essentially turned into Jesus at the end of Series 3. The Daleks and Cybermen yeeted into the void, and with Donna, she was of course, there was this whole meta-crisis situation, genocide, basically, blowing all the Daleks up and whatnot. So yeah, it's a pretty on-brand way, I would say, like in terms of like roping the taking the dog for a walk, basically, and then just but the way that the way that the Doctor was able to just defeat death, the way that he was able to undo or create death for Sutek's death, if that makes sense, was it was pretty cool, like especially the zip lining across the sky and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it kind of is a very campy way to, and that's not a complaint. It is a campy way to get rid of Sutek, by just dragging him along, by putting a leash on him, on the dog. So yeah, and then essentially just flying him around the sky and all of that. So but yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't something that I didn't mind too much and all of that. It was always going to be a very interesting way of how to deal with Sutek without, like the only other thing that I could think of was Sutek won. and series. This is what I was worried about coming into like this episode, that we were going to end on a very, very, I don't know, downbeat ending in terms of, well, this is depressing. But yeah, I mean, it was always going to be very interesting to see how, if they weren't going that way, if they weren't going the way of Sutekh winning by the end of this series. It was always going to be very interesting to see how are they going to deal with this. So yeah, but it was like, I did enjoy this episode. Even, you know, Mel being possessed, I was glad that the Doctor was aware, because I'm like, surely he's aware that Mel's possessed, sent her on her merry way and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, I can see some people not being too you know, pleased about this. I liked it, so yeah. Even if it was a bit predictable about the fact that everything would get reversed, because like I said, Kate, Carla, Cherry, everyone, even Mrs. Flood, and she's an enigma. She is very mysterious and all of that. Like, you kind of had a feeling it's all going to get undone anyways, but it's still it was still like this episode basically saying we're pulling no punches in terms of Sutekh's power and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, that was that. I'm gonna get ready now for this wedding, so but yeah, that was Doctor Who. That was the Empire of Death. So yeah, it was just really enjoyable stuff. Like I said, I feel like the first part was definitely stronger in my mind, but it was still very good. It was still a great way to cap off this fantastic season. I'm excited to see what the next series is going to bring now that Sutekh's been dealt with. Obviously, there's going to be more pantheons to follow for the next series, surely. You built up the pantheons, and it's only going to get larger. So, yeah, but yeah, it was great. I loved seeing the memory TARDIS as well. It was just really great to incorporate that in canon, I guess, because obviously there's Tales of the TARDIS, but we gave it a reason to be a thing in story mode, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, it was just really great stuff. Ncuti did really amazing in a lot of the dramatic scenes that were that he had. Like I said, that one where obviously he was staring into the abyss of death with all those planets decayed and all of that. I think that stands out as my favorite of his scenes so far, just with how defeated he has been. And yeah, so, but yeah, it was really great stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!